village here, and that's what Related does. We don't just build buildings. I know I've said this to you, many of you before, but we're placemakers, and it's good business, and it's good for our residents, and it's good for the cities that we work in. So we're looking forward to getting started. So I want to ask one question. Who knows what a WRNF is? Arturo, you can't answer. Okay, well, of course, our real estate attorney knows the answer as well. So, or who could pronounce WRNF, because I'm not even sure if I do correctly, but a WRNF is a very pedestrian-friendly, park-like street that's activated with entertainment, restaurants. Parker Street is going to become a WRNF, and it's going to become, that's going to become the heart and the soul of this whole Riverwalk District, and that turns with the first project. The Flats is the first of 4 buildings. It's the keystone to the project. It gets everything started, and we're going to build a lot of buildings with Pankill, and hopefully Balfour Beatty too. Guys, this is, I think, our 5th or 6th project together. We just keep getting it right together, so let's keep doing it. I think the contract hasn't been signed, but I'm sure you're on that, right? Okay, but we're close. We're close. So again, Mayor, thank you for all your support in the city. I want to thank Chris Hernandez, who's been working on this. Of course, Arturo, who actually sourced this deal for us. I think he found it in a city hall meeting, or maybe he was in court. I don't remember what he was doing, but he bumped into somebody and they said, yeah, we happen to have 6 acres. So that was a great find. And then, of course, Ron, for all your hard work and leadership for the team. I believe, are you going to introduce the mayor? Okay. Come on up. So Ron's going to introduce the mayor, and I think we're going to have her come give us a few words, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, Mayor Kastner, please come join us. Yes.
What an exciting day this is. I want to recognize the chair of our city council, Alan Clendenin, who is here as well. You know, everything we do in this city is a collaboration. And one of the things that people always talk about, you know, legacy and things. What do you want to be remembered for? And I remember an old chief that I worked for, and when they asked him that, he said he wanted to be remembered for about 5 minutes after he cleared the door. But I think that the legacy here for our city is that the mayors who have built upon the work of the previous mayors and city councils in collaboration. And so I want to take a round of applause for Bob Buckhorn for really bringing Related to our city. And it has been an amazing, amazing relationship. To have everything from our West River and all of the homes that we have built over there, affordable housing, Rome Yard. I mean, we can just go on and on, condominiums on Bayshore, hotels, the investment from affordable all the way to the top of the market. And so we are just beyond appreciative of Related, and specifically the Perez family, for believing in us. And such a good family too. That's what I always look for, is the character. And I know I told JP last time he and I met for a groundbreaking, he had his fingernails painted. And I said, oh, what happened? He goes, my daughter and I had a tea party yesterday. So I said, okay, that's good. That's a good way to spend your time, right? And I remember a conversation that George and I had one day when he said, of course, my recollection of it was that he said he had done work all over the world and he hadn't seen a city that had the potential that Tampa had. And so I hope he didn't say that to many other cities, but we do appreciate you investing in us. And I can't tell you how excited I was when I heard about this latest purchase with the student housing at another one of the lots, and everything that's going to happen here, and then what's going to happen on our crown jewel, the Hillsborough River. Bob and I were just having a conversation. When I was a police officer in the mid-'80s, this was my beat. John 7 on midnight, and there used to be a Denny's here. And I tell you, I'm not sure that you guys will be able to top the entertainment value with this new development that the Denny's brought, because we had plasma banks and we had gay bars and we had prostitutes and everything else. We've cleaned it up since the 80s. But anyway, this is such an exciting development right here on the river, and to turn Parker Street into a pedestrian 24-hour-a-day venue that's just going to make an entire community in this one location. So it's an exciting time for the city of Tampa. We are continuing to grow. The economic value that this is going to bring to us is going to be incredible as well. So Tampa's trajectory has not slowed down as many other cities have. We are continuing to grow and doing it in a very thoughtful and intentional and inclusive manner. So this is a great day for the city of Tampa. Thank you, thank you, thank you to the related group and the Perez family. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Casa, such great words. With that, I'd like to turn it over to our chairman of the board, George Perez.
You know, there's no great city without great leadership. The reason really that we're here is Mayor Buckhorn. You know, remember the first thing that we did way over there and with a park, and you convinced us to look at Tampa and to look at all the possibilities, and we went to warehouses that being turned there were being turned into this, and new schools, and even then, I kept on saying there's going to be two spots where Florida's going to grow. And one of it is South Florida, and the other one is the Tampa area. We got the water, we got the sun, we got everything that a city needs. We have a downtown that is getting more and more beautiful. Then I said, my God, what's going to happen after he leaves? Well, sorry to tell you, Mr. Buckhorn, I mean, she is taking it to and on turbo, you know. It's a what can do mayor, right? I mean, whether it's affordable housing and to the highest end housing, because both of these mayors believe that for cities to be great cities over a long period of time, they have to be inclusive cities, in which we only don't build for the very wealthy, but we build for the middle class, we build for the working class, and we build for those that for many reasons cannot afford good housing. So when we saw this site, immediately said, like Steve said, wow, Related thrives not on building buildings. We love buildings, we love architects, we love design. We build communities. We like projects that will make a difference to the urban core of the city. We want people not to have to use their cars 100% of the time. We want places where people can have a drink, have dinner, have lunch, go to a museum, either on a bicycle or walking. And when we saw this one, I always keep on selling, because Miami sort of is the same thing. I keep on saying, why is our waterfront, which is the greatest thing that we have, why don't we have our restaurants instead of locked in some place all overlooking the water so you can have drinks and watch the boats go by and so forth. So this was like the site for us. And Arquitectonica has been our go-to architect for a long time. I think, even more than Steve said, I think this is going to become the place to be when you're in Tampa. We're going to finish it with great retail, with great waterfront restaurants. And an opportunity like that only comes, so often. So we're going to do you proud. You've put your faith on us. We hope everybody votes for Buckhorn next time, because we have to keep this momentum going. partnership between the city and Related, and we love you guys, and we're very proud of being here.
Well, let's secure a moment in history by breaking ground. Join me here by the shovels, and let's take a photo out. Thank you.
Saludos amigos de tampahoy.com, mi nombre es José Ángel Acevedo y estamos aquí conectados viendo la inauguración de la construcción de este nuevo edificio que va a estar llegando próximamente a nuestra zona. Ya están, como ustedes pueden ver, las imágenes en la zona ya inició esta construcción. En el día de hoy estuvo la alcaldesa Jane Castor junto a decenas de estos empresarios que forman parte de esta compañía que está desarrollando este proyecto que inicia en el día de hoy en el río Hillsborough, justamente bien cerquita del río Hillsborough, justo al lado oeste de nuestro downtown. Este nuevo proyecto se llama el Manor Riverwalk District y es liderado por Related Group. Y es un proyecto que va a tener un costo aproximado de $1.000 millones. Esto va a estar ubicado frente al río y como podemos ver, en nuestras imágenes a través de tampahoy.com. Es justamente aquí al lado de nuestra estación en el centro de la ciudad de Tampa. Entre las cosas que van a estar en este edificio, se puede mencionar que van a haber áreas de bienestar con sauna, también espacios de recuperación y zonas recreativas para los residentes, también varios negocios que ellos mencionaron en esta conferencia de prensa que van a estar llegando a este nuevo edificio que ya inició su construcción en el día de hoy. Y frente a ese va a haber otro edificio próximamente también que va a ser parte de este distrito llamado Manor Riverwalk en el área de Parker Street, aquí en el centro de la ciudad de Tampa. Mi nombre es José Ángel Acevedo y estoy aquí con ustedes en tampahoy.com con todos los detalles de todo lo que está ocurriendo en nuestra ciudad. Y más adelante, a las 2:30 de la noche, a las 2:30 de la tarde, vamos a estar en Vigilando los Trópicos en Tampa hoy con nuestra Zuleika Soler y obviamente conmigo vamos a estar hablando de el potencial ciclón tropical que está amenazando el área suroeste del país. Así que todos esos detalles los vamos a tener a las 2:30 de la tarde en Vigilando los Trópicos. Y bueno, los dejo aquí en tampahoy.com con imágenes desde el centro de la ciudad de Tampa. Y como les había mencionado anteriormente, estas son las imágenes del nuevo Manor Riverwalk District que empieza en el día de hoy su construcción y vimos a la alcaldesa con los líderes de este desarrollo que se está iniciando en el día de hoy, que realizaron la inauguración en el centro de la ciudad de Tampa. Nos vemos un poquito más tarde en nuestras plataformas y bueno, nos conectamos en nuestras plataformas para que nos envíen sus preguntas para Vigilando los Trópicos un poquito más tarde. Así que vayan a YouTube para que se registren y de esa manera puedan obtener el espacio para que nos puedan enviar sus preguntas. Nos vemos un poquito más tarde.